Thank you for clicking on this video. It's your boy Scripted Legend bringing you guys another YouTube video on EverGrow token and why I believe what happened to EverGrow did occur. Right now, this is a lot, or it's a little bit, it's a lot to view, probably especially for new viewers. So allow me to explain this algorithm that I've created. The P represents parents, right? Because in life is we have parents, children, we have a community, and we have trainers and coaches, right? The kid is usually the product, sadly, but the kid is the product. The parents help support the product and also say like, hey, let me build you up in these types of ways and let me like do this, this, and that. But at some point, the parents also have to go and do the work that the parents have to do. They have to go and be parents. So you give them devs, you give them trainers and coaches, and the parents represent the CEOs or the team, like Sam, Paul, Lord Black, and Robot, or not Robot, Rocket. And then the kid is EGC. And then you have the devs, which are the trainers, right? The trainers and the coaches. The coaches are the ones that are actually going to take that dedicated time to building up the product. That's their role. That's their job. That's their responsibility. The C represents the holders. The C represents the holders. That's the community, though. The community builds and uplifts, and they uplift directly from what the parents are telling them. The good news, right? That's what their job is. So we get back to, oh, and by the way, R represents the result. It's the final result. So we have the EGC or the product, the child, as the main variable that's also like an amplifier that receives an amplifier, a drastic amplifier by the devs. If the K or the child is getting like some great work from the devs, then it in turn also releases a great product, right? And you see that with Luna Sky. You see that with EverGrow, like EverGrow token this itself, and with the proper use cases or the proper mechanisms for the buyback tax and the rewards and stuff like that. So the dev team did a great job, and the work showed through the child. You also have other things like Lucro token, abstract, like okay. You're seeing even more good stuff. And guess what? To go along with that, you have the community constantly and holders constantly buying the token and constantly adding to the buyback and burn into the rewards. Some people sold, but that caused rewards to be given out. And you have the parents, you have the team that is doing the work that they need to do, that are doing a great job marketing and selling the token, running Discord channels, running the social media channels, like negotiating with other teams to build partnerships and more community driven like explorations. I think you guys get my gif, my my drift. But what happens when the dev team stops the progress? That directly affects the result, and the result is still connected to K. The result is multiplied by the result or the product, right? Because the result still like you don't just get the result without the product still being there. So you have a product that goes from like you have a team that goes from like a value of 10 to now a value of 1. And that 1 just makes the token stay at where it's at and just battle that point. The devs have not done anything. So now the point is just the price point is just staying the same. The team and the community can do things to help uplift it, but they are not the token itself. Now, what happens when the team makes a mistake? That value goes to 0. And now that value or whatever that token's value is, it can be 2, it can be 4, it can be 20, it can be 1,000. Because it's taken to the power of 0, it'll be the value of 1. And that's how that goes and affects the actual price. And even if you want to say like what happened with the staking pool was worse than zero, you can make it -1 and it still works because now that still affects the token and the result. I didn't give it as -1 because that would have meant that the product is like that would have been speaking basically that the result is so far gone that nobody can even think about buying the token again. But the team still exists. The pro and the community still exists. Now the community is dropping because of the incident, but the parent still exists. And that's how we get this chart that I drew down here, up, 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 down, back to where we started, and we have to get back from ground zero. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys understood what I was trying to say, with say, and if you didn't, please be sure to leave questions down below. This is the Scripted Legend signing out. Y'all have a blessed one and stay safe. Peace.